Although it's been my most anticipated film of the year, I still went into Supergirl with a little trepidation, given that the reviews have been pretty mixed to say the least, but also with hope, because I rarely agree with the critics on movies like this, and honestly, this movie has its flaws, but I really liked it. I think I liked it better than last year's Superman. My one pet peeve, or my main pet peeve with Superman last year was that the plot didn't really hang together very well. It felt kind of loose and all over the place. But this one had a plot that flows in a way that is much better and actually more accurate to the comic than I thought it would be. The script isn't perfect. There were a few moments that could have been stronger, and a few bits of potty humor I could have done without in my Supergirl movie. But, there's been a lot of complaints about the weak villain, and, well, I thought he was fine. Was he a standout? No, but not every villain needs to be or should be Thanos. It's actually a pretty simple story when you get right down to it, and it kind of required a simple villain. If he'd had this huge sympathetic backstory or something, that would have A, taken time away from the main characters and their stories, and B, what happens to him at the end probably wouldn't have gone down so well. Even though, Creme of the Yellow Hills, he's not like the best villain ever, but I thought Matthias Schoenhart, however you say that name, did the best job that he could have with what he had, and, he was fine. He served this version of the character that they're trying to present on screen okay. But, I think the two actors that did shine the most for me were Millie Alcock as Supergirl and Eve Ridley as Ruthie. I thought they both did a terrific job and played off against each other pretty well. Honestly, at the end, I was thinking I would love to see more of Ruthie in the future of the DCU, but probably not likely. She didn't go on in the DCU after the comic, but she still could. I'd love to see it. And of course, I have to mention Jason Momoa as Lobo. His screen time was pretty short, but worth every second. It was another aspect I was a little trepidatious about. I guess I just worried that Momoa would take over the character so much that I would just see Momoa and not Lobo, but no, it worked. It really worked. Yeah, overall, I unapologetically loved this movie. I think it's going to go down in history, sadly, as one of those films that most people didn't go to see, but are going to look back on later and say, that was underrated. I really think the only reason people are hating on it so much is because it's popular to do so. Don't be one of those people. Don't be a mindless sheep. Take my advice. Go in with an open mind. Give it a try. Even if you wait till streaming, it's worth it. It was a good film. I mean, okay, the sheep thing is a bit harsh. I'm sure there are plenty of people who don't like it for legitimate reasons, and that's fine. As a matter of fact, let me know in the comments below why that is. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.